Welcome back, good people. We are now into section 2. So now that you've seen section 1, you know where that completes, we're going to go right into section 2. So when we go into this section, the thing to remember is this. We have just finished here with the elbow strike. So the first thing we're going to do is a right lateral weight shift this way. Now as I do that, don't tip your spine. If you had a plate on top of your head, you don't want to spill the food. So don't lean your body. Just from here, we're going to shift over. Now, as I shift over, this leg gets more full while this one gets lighter. And with that opportunity, as this gets fuller and this one gets lighter, I'm going to pivot my left foot to match the direction of my right. And this angle is a clean 45-degree angle in relation to my front line. So if the camera is here, my front line, this is my hard right. If you bisect that right down the middle, I have this clean 45-degree angle, and that's where you want this block to happen. So when we come here, I shift over, my feet come here, and I drop into this block here. So again, elbow strike, I shift to the right, I lift the foot, my hands rise ever so slightly, and then I sink down into my stance, blocking directly in front of my groin. So take note that my right hand is on the bottom, my left hand is on top. So again, right from the elbow strike, the hands stay in position. It's the right on the solar plexus, the left is on top, they stay this way. I shift over, I sink and block, and as I block, I'm blocking directly in front of my groin. So I'm not blocking in front of this knee, and I'm not blocking in front of this knee. I am protecting my vital sex organs. So we want to protect those. We block down in the center. Now as I block, the idea is that I'm blocking a frontal kick. Okay, the geography level of this is that I'm blocking a frontal kick. What we don't want is this. We don't want to front load like this because the body has no structural integrity. So when I say drop your weight, don't drop forward, sink your butt back, like we talked about in the other videos, where your butt is looking for that toilet seat behind you. We sink down this way and our body goes here. So that if we were to take impact, boom, the body would act as a shock absorber. It's braced with its weight forward, ready to take a blow. After we've done that, we're going to move into the hand circle. Now the way we move into this is imagine a clock facing up in front of you. This clock is maybe 12 to 18 inches tall, but it's facing up, and the right wrist crease is resting on the 6 p.m., and the 6 p.m. is right in front of the groin. So here is 6, here is 9, here is 12, and here is 3. My hand is going to go across the surface of the clock in a clockwise direction. So after I block, this is the marker. It starts at 6 p.m. We go from here, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. to 12 to 3, back to 6. Once I've made that circle one time, I'm going to scoop horizontally across the groin like I did in that first part of section 1. So we circle around, back to 6, we scoop the groin, we toss the frisbee, just like in section 1, but we continue to move. So block, circle, around, scoop the groin, toss the frisbee, and from this point, when we get to here, our body is still low. We're going to rise, teacup, and cross the arms, and sink and pull. So again, once we've circled around, we cross the groin, we come to here. The teacupping refers to movements in bagua, where you imagine that you have a teacup, you're trying not to spill the tea. There's lots of exercises where you move your arm and you try not to tip tea over. So that's what that means. So once we're here and we circle, we come this direction, we rise. This hand teacups out. And then when we get to this high stance, our arms cross. With the right on the outside, we sink and we pull. Still oriented on this 45-degree angle. The height of the fingers should be at your clavicle. So if you imagine your fingers digging into someone of your height, into their clavicles, you latch on and you sink your weight and you pull using the back muscles. So again, one more time. From here, elbow strike, shift right, pivot, block the groin, soft stance. Circle around the clock, all the way back to 6 p.m. We scoop the groin, we teacup, body rises, arms cross, sink and pull across into the clavicles. So that completes the first half of section 2. In the next video, we'll go into the second half so I can give you more details about that.